Yeah, hi. We're going to now tackle the front doors. Done the rear, now we're going to do the front door. We're going to be drilling in this area here to bring the pipes to bring it into the front door. So I'll show you, I'll give you a closer look soon. We're going to be drilling here and here, the two dimples that I've already pilot drilled, and they're going to be 2 holes, and then we'll slice across, and that's what this whole impression is for the holes for the electric window tubing. So it looks quite easy. I've already drilled it, and I'll show you when it's drilled. And there's the hole. I used a 40mm hole saw on each side and just cut across, and that was done. Now I've got to do the door. Okay, we're going to be drilling these holes again, and as you can see on the door, we've got those distinguished dimples again there and there and there. Now these are the holes that you're going to be drilling into, and that's the big hole, and the 2 mounting holes for the tube. It's amazing, you know, this is the tube, and you can buy them. You don't have to chase them up, and sell them new, and they'll all sit in there and mount like that inside. So, and I was just looking over here at the door. See, the door here has actually got 3 dimples up here. This is where, being a right, this is where the switch is going to be. Now, that's the box that I made up, which is the original box. It gets cut out in here, and then you screw that in there. So that was protected. You seal it, and the switch sits in here. And then when you cut the board, that is a protected area from weather. Now, that is standard for a left-hand drawer, as you've got the 3 dimples and the whole area. But being a right-hand drive car, we're going to put this unit. This should be, normally it sits on the other side. Normally it sits on the other side, but we'll be putting this one on the right side because it's a right-hand drive car. And yeah, we just cut that. It's another one I made up from the original bracketry that came very rusted that I found, and that's a new one, all powder coated. And that's going to sit behind there, protected from weather, dirt, dust, and that'll be on the left-hand door because this is a right-hand drive car. Otherwise, if it was a left-hand drive car, you only put the single switch in on your right door. So we'll be doing all these cutouts soon. Okay, we've cut the hole for the 4 switches that is in the main door, the driver's side door, which is right-hand drive in this case. And that is the exact spot that it states where the punch holes are there. Now I've actually put this bit of rubber on the sides because around here is where the cable comes through. It's just make sure you've got no sharp edges, just to fill it out, and then you silicone it all around in these gaps for where the tightness and water doesn't get in. See, and this is the plug that you're going to be seeing. The plug will be that big, that goes inside there, you see. Comes in through the hole from behind the door, inside the door, and it sits in there, and that's when you have it flush and you plug in your switches through the door card. Yeah, so we'll go to the back door and show you how to do the back door. Okay, this is where the original, in the rear door, the mechanical winder was. And as you can see, it used to be round, and you just cut up around there, and you could see the dimples here and here, factory dimples where the box gets screwed on. So this is the factory box that I made to the specification, and all you do now, fit it in there, fits in, drill your holes where those dimples are, and it lines all up, and that's where your box will remain. With this sort of switch wire, the plug is about that big, and it sits inside there, and that's when your switch sits recessed. That's how you do the rear door. Okay, it's screwed in now, and I've just put that rubber fill in there and put a bit of silicone all the way around there. We'll do that when it's all completed, and with that wire in there, and then that's where your switch goes in. It sits like that, so it's your single switch when it's on the card, door card. So yeah, on for the next project. Yep, so the left side's been done, the bird, and come up all right. That's that done, and now we'll start doing the rear door. Yes, hi all. These are the holes that were drilled. One in the door and one on the side that Frank painted up from F1 panels. So that way, now I've discovered on this hole here, I've got to put a seal in there, so when the tube goes in and out from that hole, so water doesn't get in the door. There was a plate and a rubber seal. I've discovered that recently, that that is a factory option, which I haven't got. So what we're going to do, we've made some plates like it should be. I've been finding some metal, and would you believe it, some steel studs were perfect, because the hole has got a radius in it, which is great, you know. And I've just cut out 2 plates out of the metal, and here they are now. And that way it's got that radius inside there, and it's drilled a hole, and it goes in and out, which won't rub on the actual tubes, which are these guys. So they'll be running inside through there, but at the same time I made some rubbers, seals, and just cut them out. Use your hammer and punch a hole through, and then you've got a perfect hole. And then that hole will go on over here. As you put the rubber on it, squash it in there, and I'll be cutting it, painting the back of it. And that way the actual tube will be running, sort of doing it with one hand. Those are the tubes I've painted, and well, Frank painted for me, and they'll be just going up and down as per you would, you know, like so, and flex and seal on the door. So there's two things I had to make up from a factory, looking at a picture of a factory car, and that's it. We're going to install it, try to install it now.